back, you guys. In today's video, I'm going to share with you what we did for our little pumpkin unit. So if you want to see this, then stick around. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I'm so happy that you stopped by. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to 5 kiddos, and on my channel I love to share all things homeschool and motherhood. I like to throw in some faith videos and DIYs, so if you like content like that, then make sure that you're subscribed and that you hit the little bell icon so that you're notified every single time a new video comes out. So I'm really excited to share this unit that we did with you guys because we had so much fun. This was such a fun week in our homeschool. We learned about all things pumpkin. It was a lot with my younger ones. My older one was kind of like, I already did this. So he kind of joined in a little bit with things, but it was mostly for my littler ones. I'm just gonna kind of read off my notes here, and I'm just gonna share with you what we did for our pumpkin week. The way I like to plan out our unit studies is I first go onto our library's website and I just type in whatever theme we're doing. So I just typed in pumpkins, and then I checked out a bunch of books, and then when I pick them up, I will look through them and I will see if I like them, and if I do, I keep them. If I don't, I bring them back. But that's pretty much where I start. I pick 5 books that I really like out of all of the books that I checked out, and I will read 1 book a day for that whole week. So 5 days, 1 book a day. And then I like to go on Pinterest and I look up all the activities that I can about pumpkins. And because we do the Let's Play School monthly subscription, this month she was doing pumpkin patch, so we had a ton of pumpkin activities from that as well. So I incorporated those, and then once I have all my activities, I print them out, I laminate them, I cut them out, and then I figure, how am I going to use these for what day? Then I go to my notebook and I write down Monday, and then I write down what book am I gonna do here. So pretty much what I did is I made sure we read 1 book, we did a couple activities, and then we did some hands-on projects. So on Monday, we read through Biscuit Visits the Pumpkin Patch. The activities that I incorporated after we read the book was this really cute little game from Let's Play School. It was Poppy's Pumpkin Patch. We also did a pumpkin do-a-dot, but instead of doing a do-a-dot or stickers, I ended up letting them do it with paint, even though they ended up just painting the whole thing. And then I also made sensory bins. We really love sensory bins in this house. Like, I have videos on this that I've done from last year. But we are really big on sensory bins, and because I save all the sensory bins, I had these ones already from last year, so I didn't really have to put anything together. I just threw it in a bin, and then I added some of these activities inside the sensory bin just so it makes it more fun. And it does make a huge mess, but you know what? It's worth it for a little bit of fun. So we did that. And then for that day's like hands-on activity, and when I mean hands-on, I mean like baking or something. We pretty much baked every day. That's really what I meant by hands-on. But that day, we ended up making pancakes for breakfast. So we did do the pancakes first, and then we read the book and did all the rest of the stuff. On Tuesday, we read through It's Pumpkin Day Mouse, and this was so cute. This is the little mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And he pretty much just has 7 pumpkins, and he paints a face on every pumpkin. And it's just really cute. So for the activity for this day, what we did is I actually brought some little, you know, those dish pans out. They're from like the Dollar Tree. I got those out. I put some soapy water in it, gave them a washcloth. I let them scrub their little pumpkins up, wash them really good. We dried them off, and then I let them paint the pumpkins. So that was really fun. They really enjoyed that. We also did a little number roll from Let's Play School. And then that day for our baking activity, we made pumpkin truffles. For Wednesday, we read through this super cute little book called Pumpkin Pumpkin, and this book is so cute, okay? It was really cute. It's just really simple and basic, just about the life cycle of a pumpkin. So how it goes from a seed to like a sprout, and then, you know, how it gets bigger and bigger, and then you can pick it. But yeah, we really enjoyed this book. And then the activity that we did with that book is we made these cute little life cycle of a pumpkin book. So they got to color in their own little books that I put together for them that I found online. For our hands-on activity, we made pumpkin spice Play-Doh. So it smelled like just like pumpkin spice. And then they just played with it and they had a blast. And then for our baking activity, we baked pumpkin donuts, which were absolutely amazing. We loved them. So on Thursday, we read this book, which is How Many Seeds in a Pumpkin. This book was really good. We really, really liked this so much. So we read this, which pretty much talks about these kids in school, and they have to guess how many seeds are in each pumpkin, and they have a big pumpkin, a medium pumpkin, and a small pumpkin. And then what I really liked about it is after they sorted, got all the pumpkin seeds out, they sorted them by 2s, 5s, and 10s. And then they were able to skip count to make it faster to count how many seeds were in each pumpkin. So we really enjoyed this book. The activities that we did for this day is I actually had bought in 3 different size pumpkins, and I didn't even plan this out, which is so crazy. I kind of just went with the flow here. When I did our Walmart pickup, I just grabbed a few pumpkins because they had them on sale. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab a couple pumpkins. So I got the little tiny baby ones, and then I got these other like whiter colored pumpkins, and then I got a pumpkin pie pumpkin. And what we did is first we cut open the pumpkin pie pumpkin, and we did a parts of the pumpkin worksheet for that. We labeled it and colored it in, and then I had them each scoop out the seeds and separate the seeds from the pulp, and we put the seeds in a bowl, and then we baked the pumpkin pie pumpkin, and we used that to make pumpkin bread. And then we ended up taking all the seeds from each one and putting them in groups of 10s and 5s. And then my son counted his by 1s because he just wanted to. So we did them, maybe we just did 10s. We might have done 10s and 1s. I can't remember. So we grouped them up, and then we counted them to see how many seeds were in each pumpkin. So then on Friday, it was like a really relaxed day. We pretty much just read a book and then did a little bit of our little tea time. So we had some treats left over from this whole week that we had been baking pumpkin stuff, and I ended up reading them this book, Too Many Pumpkins, which the whole week, and the whole 2 weeks before we did this book, my 3-year-old had me read this book to him like every day. He thought it was so funny, but pretty much it is about this lady, and she hates pumpkins. And one day a pumpkin truck drives by her house, and a pumpkin comes and smashes to pieces in her yard. And, you know, pretty much she tries to ignore it, but it keeps growing. She tries to break it up, and it keeps growing. And then she just completely ignores it, and then she ends up coming in her front yard because she wasn't using her front door, and she ends up seeing all of these pumpkins in her yard. And then she was like, well, even though I don't like pumpkins, maybe I could give them away to people who do like pumpkins. But it was too heavy to carry all the pumpkins. So what she ends up doing is taking a bunch of the pumpkins and making them into pies and donuts and cupcakes and all of that stuff. And then she takes the rest of the pumpkins and turns them into jack-o'-lanterns. And then people start to come to her house and eat all her pumpkin treats that she makes. So this was a really cute book, and my kids really enjoyed it. So on Friday, all we really did is we made pumpkin spice white hot chocolate, and we ate all of our little treats from the week that were left over. And we read this book, and that's pretty much what we did on Friday. It was pretty much just a cute little pumpkin tea time that we had. And that was pretty much it. So that is really what we did for our pumpkin week. We had so much fun. A couple of other activities that we did throughout the week were some of the Let's Play School stuff. We did play this little math Let's Play School game where every pumpkin has a math problem on it, and then you have to put it to the correct answer. Then this one here, we played all week and we'll probably continue to play because it was so much fun and my kids really enjoy it. But it was this pumpkin sight word board game. This was just so much fun, you guys. My daughter is having like a harder time at reading and just remembering sight words. So I started incorporating sight word games with her, and this has helped her so much. So I was so happy to find this free printable online to just kind of make learning sight words so much fun. And I also started to do this with my 4-year-old as well. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any recommendations for pumpkin books, please leave them in the comments. I love to hear other people's suggestions about books so that I can go check them out at the library and, you know, enjoy them as well. If you like videos like this, then consider subscribing below, and don't forget to hit that little bell button so that you're notified every single time a new video comes out. All right, guys, have a blessed day.